Subscribe now, hit the notification bell, and be ready to embark on a visual adventure. Where to try and start? The Fujifilm X100V could be named a superior smaller camera. The aspects are truly sensible, as well as the low weight of 478 grams including the battery and the SD card. The plan is a cutting-edge yet rare interpretation of a rangefinder-style camera, not at all like a Contax or a Leica M, and yet novel in its own lovely manner. A smooth magnesium compound body joined with the leatherette folding over the front and back give it a delightful vibe close by. When you get it, you realize you have a quality piece of stuff in your grasp. The front of the body is overwhelmed by the recently planned 23mm f/2 focal point encompassed by a material opening ring along a manual center one. The side of the body is home to Fujifilm's remarkable half-breed viewfinder, permitting you to either gaze straight toward your shot scene through the body with all the essential data projected into it, or, at the flick of a switch, utilize a splendid electronic viewfinder of good goal and frame rate. The highest point of the camera is improved with mechanical feeling, clicky, and very much made metal dials, permitting you to see your whole openness settings initially in any event, when the camera is turned off. The screen speed dial serves as an ISO esteem dial which can be changed by basically lifting it up. In contrast to the past emphasis of this plan in any semblance of X Pro 2, X Pro 3, or X100F, the dial presently keeps awake. This makes picking your ISO esteem significantly more agreeable. To wrap things up is the openness remuneration dial on the right half of the body. Simple to reach with only your thumb, a lot harder to turn, dissimilar to in the more established ages unintentionally. The rear of the body offers a little choice of buttons, a center point joystick, and a shifting touch screen. I honestly loved shifting screens until I really began effectively utilizing one, and presently I can't envision working without one. The X100V's slant instrument is straightforward. 90 degrees up, around 40 degrees down, yet the choice is contrasted with the ancestor are unexpectedly essentially extended. A delight to utilize. I've offered numerous X100 series cameras to numerous blissful clients in my time working in different camera stores in London and Prague, and I have met significantly more picture takers loving their own X100V cameras. There is one thing they all shared for all intents and purpose. The camera basically makes them need to photo. It compels them to convey it all over the place and catch whatever gets their advantage. The little size and low weight remove any reasons to leave it laying on a rack at home. The straightforward yet natural controls make it a delight to utilize, and the subsequent records represent themselves. A considerable lot of the previously mentioned picture takers had their DSLRs ahead of time yet scarcely contacted them. The cameras just assembled dust at home, losing esteem consistently. When they went for the little Fujifilm Wonder, they just became hopelessly enamored with photography once more. The seemingly insignificant details likewise add to the whole experience. For instance, the leaf shade incorporated into the focal point not just considers quicker screen speeds while utilizing streak, yet it is close quiet no matter what. Some of the time it is so quiet you really want to affirm you truly made the effort. You won't be upsetting anybody with this screen sound. Or on the other hand, the way that the NPW126S battery can keep going for a strong time prior to giving out. Authoritatively, it is appraised to have the option to take around 420 pictures. Assuming I am attempting to monitor power, I can extend it past 1000. Try to set the power mode to support giving us the quickest startup times and turning the camera off when not being used. That way it is on and prepared before it's done to my eye, the meager few defects. The self-adjust is in no way, shape or form slow. I involved the X100V for weddings, corporate group building occasions, family getaways, and in the middle between. The AFS mode snaps to concentrate pretty quick. I seldom at any point botched a valuable chance to slow or off-base self-adjust framework. The main issue is with the subject following mode. It simply doesn't follow dependably when you need it to. The subject recognition AF outline makes the most of the spot and frequently even misses the subject totally. This camera was not made for following. particularly contrasted with a fresher XT5 or even XT4. Be that as it may, as I've proactively referenced, involving the camera in AF single mode turns out great and doesn't keep you down. The previously mentioned weddings and corporate occasions are much of the time generously compensated gigs. However, you truly shouldn't bet on losing any records. I utilize 32GB cards, so on the off chance that I get a card disappointment, I can never lose every one of my pictures without a moment's delay, since I trade cards mid-occasion. Yet, it would be truly ideal to have 2 card openings. I have had cards bomb on me in the past, so this element would remove a ton of tension from utilizing the camera expertly. Worked for any climate. The greatest improvement, as I would like to think, is the choice to seal the camera against downpour and residue by essentially connecting a channel to the front of the focal point. I love road photography in the downpour. The scenes and structures you can get are frequently lovely, and having the option to shoot without the anxiety toward killing your camera for good is a reasonable benefit. I've taken the camera to the Slovakian High Tatras for a family getaway, and I had the option to simply shoot anything, not thinking often about the steadily evolving conditions. The feeling of dread toward a shorted camera was no more. See you part 2. Don't forget to subscribe.